We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go from Soldier Field. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a fifth-round selection out of the 2024 draft. From South Carolina by way of Oklahoma, it's Spencer Rattler.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's not often that you see a running back be the one that the defense decides to double team in the passing game, but to me this feels like the defense was tipped off. They knew what was coming, they knew where the quarterback was going with the ball, and they were able to put a stop to this one really before it got going.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Saints first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 13 pretty lucky here. Back-to-back gains of 13. And another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
Stevenson on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. He'll swing this out to Miller. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Seventh play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Now, this looks like a design run, and I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short, and now it is 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
We're about ready now for the punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. And are they going to mark this out of bounds? They are. It's out at the 1-yard line. What a kick. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick of the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
The coaches spend all week, Mike, drafting up their opening script. These are the plays that they feel the best with to not only attack the defense early, but try to get an idea of what sort of matchups they're going to see throughout the course of the game. Now, all of that is thrown out the window. None of the plays take into account snapping it this close to your own goal line. They've got to try to get themselves some breathing room, pick up a first down or two. That will allow them to get back on track, executing the rest of that opening script. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
A run here with Swift. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
He's brought down at his own 1-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Williams. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Tory Taylor to punt for Chicago. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. This will be returned from just beyond midfield, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Saints offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll start with a short field, looking for the first points of this contest. And they'll begin 1st and 10. Now Kamara. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They're going to go right back to Kamara. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
Montez Sweat brought him down. A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 3. Olave is the motion man. 3rd and short yardage, and here's Rattler. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
2nd and 11. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
He'll try and run for this with Kamara. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
At the 6-yard line. 1st and goal, New Orleans.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to go down, but there is a penalty marker there. May have jumped the snap just a bit.
still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will take it in himself. Spencer Rattler. Touchdown, Saints.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, like it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Groupie able to add the extra point. The Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
At the 33-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 1. Give up the middle with Swift. He's going to have a Bears first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
12 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
On the ground, it's Swift. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Mario Davis there on the play.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Rattler. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Rattler. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 3rd down, it's Rattler. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Bears offense back onto the field for their next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's into the hands of All-Madden Zacchaeus. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. So after 1, the Saints out on top. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession, here to start the 2nd quarter. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. Now Swift. And that'll give him the 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
On the give, it's Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Chicago.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. from the shotgun. It's moved over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looks like the Saints have come up with the football. They did. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. Awkward-looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Looking to throw, Rattler. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, it's Rattler. He's got his man, that's Olave. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
It's a give now to Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
To throw, it's Rattler. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Rattler now back to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
The Saints will punt this one away. Cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
Gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time, tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Now Rattler gonna throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Throwing now is Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing on 2nd down. Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down with Kamara. And he'll work his way down inside the 40s. Montez Sweat there on the tackle.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. His pass right side, taken in by Cooks. 17 yards on that play. 1st down, New Orleans.
17 yards.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On 1st and 10, it's Rattler. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Jawan Johnson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. He'll swing this out to Miller. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
And it brings up third down.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? Third and short yardage, and here's Rattler. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. To throw again is Rattler. He pulls it in around the 5. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal. Two minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. They'll try to throw it. Here's Rattler. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Saints going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. He made the field goal a moment ago. Now Groupie back out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense ready to take over once again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with first and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Pass complete. Luther Burden. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And the Bears.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive started.
And he will go all the way. Oh, Ortuzar. Touchdown, Bears. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's 10-7.
Bears 7.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He'll return this from the 10. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler set to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spreading around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. In motion goes Cooks. Throwing on 1st down, it's Rattler.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Working out of the gun, here's Rattler. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Third and long. They'll run. It's Kamara. To the 45. Alvin Kamara. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Groupie now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Saints will get out in front 17-7.
Bears 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Bears offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From from the shotgun. It's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And a yard at the 33-yard line.
Second and a yard. Now Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Third and a yard. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll send this one deep for Odunze.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here's Tory Taylor now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. To return is Shaheed. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Saints offensive veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more, and he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Rattler. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
So, halftime straight ahead, and we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. To throw, it's Williams. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. It's second down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I could promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
At the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Williams. In trouble, and down he goes.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at 4th down as a result.
The Bears sending out their punt team. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And he gets this up close to the 40. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Kamara. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
On the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. First down, New Orleans.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
To throw, it's Rattler. Off-balance throw, it's complete. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. It's good for a Saints first down. A run here with Kamara. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Rattler. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Rattler to throw here on 2nd down. This pass Taken in by Shaheed. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And this is blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a 1st down.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. That one good for 29.
Chicago Bears.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
They'll go again with Swift, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Swift. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 9. They're going to run. It's the man from Rutgers, Kyle Monunga. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's close to the goal line. Won't have the touchdown, but he does pick it up on 3rd down.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Swift. He's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself 1st and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Saints offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Camara. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
2nd and 10. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Now Rattler gonna throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he's gonna be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rattler. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Saints 1st down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone deep.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Shamar Turner in there for the sack. Worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throwing now is Rattler. A throw on the move is caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down coming up.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Operating from the gun, it's Rattler. Shaheed with the catch. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On the handoff, running left, it's Camara. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Throwing is Rattler. This one on target for Johnson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third, they need 8. On 3rd down, it's Rattler. Here's a screen coming for Camara. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
We're all set to kick this one away. no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 1. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Bears first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
1st and 10. On the give, here's Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Williams. He'll step up and run. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Flush to his left. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turnover as this defense does it again.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. Here's Rattler on 1st and 10. And he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
3rd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Rattler. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Now fair catch, signal for, and made here at about the 43-yard line. The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that play. One 1st down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He takes off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Runner on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Oh, and in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
The Saints offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
2nd and 11. Rattler now back to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
In motion goes Cooks. On 3rd down, it's Rattler from the gun. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So the defense finds themselves in a tight spot. They have very little room for error at this point in the game, Mike, so they have to continue to get off the field, no more points, and that sack's going to go a long way towards doing it.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. LeBear's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. Now Williams. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That's Carl Granderson in there to record the sack.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
And he's going to have the Bears 1st down. He'll wind up getting the yards they need on 4th and 3.
That's good.
And they knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate 1st downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
That is hot, and he will score. Game on. DJ Moore, touchdown Chicago. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
On is Moody to add the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Miller now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Rattler. That's out quickly, and it is caught. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, you possess the ball.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll go play action here with Rattler. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And we got a big third down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
Third and long, and here's Rattler. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
A loss of 9 yards. It's now fourth down.
We're about ready now for the punt. And the Bears down 17-14. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. They've got one timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
At the 43-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's first down. They'll drop to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Williams to throw on second down. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He'll try to run for it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. He'll get this underneath to Swift. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On second down, it's Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Going to need a big play now, third down and long. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout, this is the moment. This is the drive that you have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.